10 creative ways to decorate with vintage suitcases. A suitcase can be a whimsical addition to a vignette, adding visual interest to a corner of your home. Here, Instagrammer @House on Heatherfield displays a vintage hat atop a suitcase, nestled alongside a potted plant and ladder, creating a farmhouse-style look. Your four-legged friend will also benefit from a bit of vintage style in the form of a suitcase-turned-dog bed. Honeycomb Living has added some bunting to make the bed even more adorable. You can easily place a soft cushion inside a suitcase, or you can choose from a myriad of DIY tutorials on Pinterest. For an unexpected plant stand, look no further than a diminutive suitcase for a vintage touch. Instagrammer @Kelsey Mitt-Lighter has rested a succulent on top of a mini leather suitcase, making the houseplant the center of attention. If you don't own a proper bar cart, this stylish stand-in will do nicely. Style Mud Home has placed an open vintage suitcase on top of a suitcase table, adding a vanity mirror for a glamorous detail. Liquor bottles set out for guests suddenly seem oh so chic, as if they're in a display from another era. A short table can be created simply using a few similarly sized vintage suitcases stacked up alongside a bed, couch, or desk. Toronto Interior Design Group opted for suitcases in subdued colors that complement the other hues of the room. Sometimes, there's that empty space in your home that calls for something. That's when you can call upon the decorative power of a vintage suitcase, or two or three. Photographer Camilla Stephan captured a few suitcases sitting on top of an armoire, providing a pop of vintage to an otherwise sparse area. The same approach can be used to fill space underneath a coffee table as well. To complete the styling of a rustic, farmhouse kitchen, vintage suitcases can be just the thing. Here, Instagrammer @GwenMoss blog has given wheels to 2 suitcases, then artfully presents a tray readied with breakfast essentials. If you're the type who's willing to hunt for those exactly right pieces, this approach was made for you. If you love creating decor features that fit in the same color palette, you can search for vintage suitcases that all share the same hue, then stack them on top of one another, just like in this photo shot by Ricky Snyder. A sizable suitcase or even a trunk can work as a surprisingly perfect coffee table, conveying a vintage feel in your living room. In England's Westbrook Court B&B, minimalist living space is punctuated by an elegant, distinctive antique trunk. Another straightforward way to craft your own table is to situate a small vintage suitcase on top of a stool. Voila! A nightstand that has plenty of vintage character, just like this one created by Shear & Co. Interior Design. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.